Hello everyone. In the today's session, I will be explaining you about quantization noise in the digital communication system. It is a type of quantization error which usually occurs in analog audio signal while quantizing its continuous amplitude sample value G of NTS into its equivalent quantized discrete amplitude sample value GQ of NTS. We have already know about quantization error in the previous session. To understand the concept of quantization noise, let us consider a signal representation. Here, original continuous time signal x of t and quantized signal gq of t. During the quantization process, when amplitude levels of input signal which is applied to the quantizer keeps changing continuously over discrete time interval ts. Thereby, increase and decrease in the step size delta v cause quantization error. Such errors create maximum range of noise and crosstalk, which is called as quantization noise. Hence, the received signal at the receiver side is not perfect replica of the original continuous time signal x of t. In the digital communication system, the effect of noise and crosstalks are reduced by using a technique called compounding. Now in the next slide, we will see how compounding process can be used to minimize the range of noise and crosstalk in the communication system. So move on to the next topic, that is compounding process. In the digital communication system, the process of compression and expansion is called as compounding. So compounding is performed with the help of three functional blocks, which are compressor, uniform quantizer and expander. So that by using this functional block, compounding system can minimize quantization noise, distortion or interference in the signal output. Hence, reduction in the level of crosstalk can increase the quality of the signal at the receiver end. Now look at the functional block diagram of compounding. As we know, in the compounding process, there are three functional elements are being used, that is compressor, uniform quantizer and expander. Here, the compressor is one of the element of transmitter which perform the compression operation. Similarly, at the receiver end, expander is an element which perform the expansion operation. And next, the important element which we are going to use in the compounding process, that is called uniform quantizer. Already know about the working of uniform quantizer. If you want, you can go through the previous session once again. So these are the three basic elements of compounding process. Now we will look at the working principle of compounding to minimize the quantization noise in the communication system. In compounding, the higher amplitude of analog input signal are compressed at the transmitter side, and after uniform quantization, it can be expanded in the receiver section. Now we will look at the working of compounder in the next slide. Here, initially input signal is applied to a first element of compounder, that is called compressor, so that at the transmitter side with the compressed system, the compressor will compress high amplitude range of the input signal so that high amplitude range signal are made low amplitude range. In the next step, uniform quantizer will undergo the quantization process of the compressed signal and produce uniform quantized signal as an output. Finally, at the receiver end, with expanded system, the expander will expand the low amplitude range of the quantized signal. So those low amplitude range are made higher amplitude range, so that at the end of the expander it reconstruct or reproduce the original signal back. This is how compounder minimize the quantization noise and increase the quality of the signal. Now we will look at input and output characteristic of compounding process. Here you can observe the characteristic curve of compression and expansion in the compounding process to reduce the quantization error. This is how compounding process works. Now we will see the advantage of compounding process. As we know, compounding process helps in minimizing noise, distortion, interference and reduction in the level of crosstalk, so that it improves the quality of the signal and increase the dynamic range of the communication system. Basically, compounding process is more useful in telephony and other audio application, so that the effect of noise and crosstalk can be reduced by using this technique. This is what about today's session. In the next lecture, we will discuss other topics. Thank you so much for your attention. See you in the next video.